Welcome back to Eastwood Cottage Garden. My name is Tracy. I would like to start today by saying it is Memorial Day, and I know it's a day of picnicking and a day of the unofficial start to summer, but it is also a day for us to remember those who have sacrificed for us so that we can have so much. So I just want to honor them on this day. You'll probably be seeing this a few days after Memorial Day, so I hope your holiday was safe. I hope you guys have been safe in the weather, and anyway, that's what I wanted to say to start out. Today we are trying to beat the storms that are coming to the East Coast. So we are needing to plant several plants in the ground. Right now, my mom and I are gonna have breakfast. She's still here with me, and we're gonna have breakfast, and then I'm gonna come back out, set the camera up, and we're gonna get going. Okay, let's see how this mic does in the wind. I put up a video a few days ago, and the audio seemed okay on my phone, my computer, and my tablet, but when I watched it on my TV, the audio was distorted. So please let me know if you're finding that to be the case wherever you're watching it. Just let me know what the audio quality is like, and I can see if I can make some adjustments for that. Anyway, what we're going to be planting today are these two Walker's Low Catmint. They are going in the orchard area. We're going to be planting the zinnia in the front bed. The tall green or Veronica, there's 3 of those. We're going to be planting that in the front bed. We're going to be planting the chick charms in the deck steps beds. And we are going to plant this lavender in the immersive garden space. So that is our goal for today, and hoping to get it done rather quickly. Okay, so I'm going to lay the plants out, and we're going to see what we think. Just want to show you guys. So I've had these zinnias for a while in the coconut pots. Oh, there's a slug. We need to get rid of that. But you can see that the root systems have come through the pots. And so I could just plant the whole pot minus the slug in the ground, and it'll just keep growing. So I think I'm going to do a chip drop for mulch. This will help greatly with the weeds. I won't have to do this as much. So the Veronica are blue. So I think I want to put them here, maybe a little bit further out. One in the middle, and then a third one kind of here. So then I want to dot these zinnias around throughout the flower bed just to add some color. I think I'm going to go random, especially add some color until things really start to fill in. Just kind of, I have 6 of them, and they get to be about 2 feet tall. So I want to keep them towards the back a bit, or like towards the middle of the bed. So I think that will work, because we'll have a drift of orange. There's orange in the rows, there's orange that's going to be there, and then back there, and then we have some kind of orangey yellow in the coreopsis. All right, let's get planting. Clouds are definitely coming in. Get these puppies in the ground so we're not caught short. So this is Veronica First Glory, and it's a really dark blue. So it will go along with the blue of the lobelia, and I think it will be really nice with the peachy color that's going to be from the mums. I know these plants are going to be happy to get in the ground finally. They've been sitting in their containers for quite a while. While I love the impact that planting larger plants has, more that instant impact, there's something to be said for not having to dig ginormous holes. Okay, they're a little higgledy-piggledy, but I think overall we can enjoy the pop of color in here. So the Veronica are placed, and this Veronica should be shorter than the rose, which is going to be about 5 feet tall. These are about 2.5 feet tall, so it should be okay with the rose. And again, these zinnias are annuals, so if they're kind of in the way, oh, I forgot to plant one. If they're kind of in the way of something, it'll be okay. Let me go plant this last Veronica back here. Thought that was a little too easy. And then we'll be done with this area. Pretend that's in the ground. While they don't bloom at the same time, it'll be nice to have their foliage together. So we'll see what we get with the Veronica and the zinnias. So that is this bed done. So in this area, I want to put 2 more Walker's Low catmint to kind of beef up this area a bit. We have the salvia here, but we have a little bit of empty space until these shrubs really start to grow in. It's going to be okay. When they do, they can touch. It's fine. It's kind of the look I'm going for. But I'm thinking, and I'm going to pull you over here a little bit, if you guys can see. I'm thinking putting one here and then one in this area over here, because this is kind of an empty space as well. The popcorn drift roses only get to be about 1 to 2 feet tall, so they're not going to be that tall. So I think like a little bit of a blue element here, because we have blue in the early spring with muscari or grape hyacinth, but then there's kind of blue with this foliage here for the artemisia. But I think I want something else here on this side. So I'm going to put it down and then take a minute or two to see what I like, to see what it looks like. Definitely. Okay. Decision made. They're going in. We're not going to put any fertilizer in these holes because this is it's a Mediterranean kind of plant, and they don't particularly like fertilizer. So we're going to use the auger for this because we need to dig bigger holes. Okay, so the next order of business is planting the Gold Nugget Chick Charms, or Sempervivum. This is my first experience with the Chick Charms, or Sempervivum. So I think this one, I'm hoping that it can rally back. It's got some chiclets still on it. I think this one got too wet. and kind of rotted, but I want to kind of intersperse them in here. And I have some chicks that fell off. I don't know if you can see them right there. So I'm thinking maybe to put them in that back flower bed. Remember I was talking about possibly planting something that'll spill over a bit? Maybe I could stick some of these chicks in there and maybe they'll do the trick. So we're just gonna go with a shovel on this one. Since this is a bed full of compost, remember we did the no dig method for this one. So it's just compost in here. Okay, so we are going to go for it and plant the lavender. The drizzles have stopped. So we're going to plant it right here. I'm going to probably have to move the stone path in a little bit as it grows, but that's fine. Stones are movable, so it's okay. So I'm going to plant it right here, and then it'll be a nice, it's in the opposite corner of the other lavender, so it'll be a nice sensory experience as you're walking around this immersive garden space. You can brush up against it as you go around, adding to the sensory experience. And I'm hitting some rocks here. This, I don't know if you can see, there was a rock in when this was when I had this as a vegetable garden, there were some stone pads in here that have been covered over. So let me dig those rocks out. Oh, here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. For real. Let's see what we can get done. See if I could get this. All right, I'm gonna have to shut you guys off because it is raining for real. We will come back after the storm and see all the things that we've done. Hello everyone, we are back. It is a few hours later. I did some things off camera because I didn't want to risk bringing the phone and mics and stuff outside in the rain. We had some torrential downpours. You can see I had to change my shirt because it was drenched. Anyway, so I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the things that we got accomplished today. So I'm very happy that we did get the rain that we got. We needed it very desperately. Things are looking a lot livelier than they were yesterday. poor things were uh, very, very dehydrated. So in this bed, you can see that we have planted the zinnias in here. We planted the veronica, which is here, and some zinnias. And actually, when I was packing up, I forgot that I had an extra zinnia that was over here. I don't remember where I was going to put it, so I actually ended up putting it in the back here, and I moved the turtle to the back. I might move him around some more, but you can see we have a drift of zinnia in between the perennials here, and then we have the 3 veronica that are here that are going to have a dark blue color, and I think that the dark blue with the peach color or the mums will be good. The orange of the zinnia and the roses. The rose over here would be good. And we also have a lot of the coreopsis or tick seed starting to come into bloom. So this is what we did in the bed today in this area. Here in the orchard bed, there's a robin on the roof if you can hear him singing beautifully. Here in the orchard bed, we added 2 of the Walker's Low catmints over here to add some blue interest. Further down in the bed, or closer to, to the beginning of the start of the bed. So I think that'll help a lot and break up a little bit of the green. We have the popcorn drift rose, and you can see the rains really did a pelting on the roses and knocked a lot of the petals off here. So, but we definitely needed the rain. I think it's probably going to rain a little bit, some more this evening. And here you can see the rain gauge that my friend Melissa gave me. And we got almost a ½ inch of rain today. It is about, let me see what time it is. It's about 5, quarter after 5. And it's rained off and on for several hours. And we've gotten about a ½ inch of rain. So thank you, Melissa, for that. I could tell exactly how much rain we have. And my mother and I, yesterday, off camera, put together this bird bath, and we added the solar fountain to it. So this also adds another blue element in the garden and a bit of structure, and it looks very nice. In this way, the birds can have something to drink here. I have a fountain on my deck, on the wall on my deck that they drink from, but here is another option for them. Starting to rain again, so I'm going to hurry up. So here that I did off camera just a little bit ago is we're officially calling this fig Lazarus. This is Lazarus the fig, and he is a gift of my friend Dodie. So thank you, Dodie, for the fig tree. I thought it was dead, and now it's putting out new growth again, so we're calling it Lazarus. Here in this area, we added the chick charms. This is the gold nugget, that's it, gold nugget chick charm that turns red and yellow in the cooler weather and is lime green in the summertime. So I'm looking forward to that. It has some little chicklets on it, some of them. So now there are 4 in each bed. We added these over here. So we added 6 altogether. So we added 3 in each bed, but now we're having a total of 4. And finally for the day, this is what we were doing when the great rains came. We planted the lavender, this phenomenal lavender, planted it here along the path so it could add to more of the sensory experience in this more immersive garden space. I'm looking at this bee here. It looks, I don't know, I'm trying to get it on camera. He looks like a menace. I can't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. I can't see him anymore. Oh, well, here he is. He's going in and out of the compost bin. Do you see it? He doesn't look like he's up to any good. He's pretty big. coming out this way. I'm going to move. So I also wanted to point out, I also wanted to point out that the pot that we planted up just 2 days ago, and remember I was saying that I pinched back the foliage, pinched back the old flowers, and this one is already putting bloom spikes on for the annual salvia. So this is very good, very excited about that. I also wanted to point out the apricot fudge Asiatic lily. They opened up today and they look really, really pretty. I'm really excited to have these in the space, and they add such a pop of light to the back of the garden space when you're looking at it from the front. I'll turn around and I'll show you when we're done. That wasn't here. Yes, when I did the garden tour yesterday, the Shasta daisies are starting to open up. So that is very exciting. To pan up and you'll be able to see the apricot fudge Asiatic lilies in the garden space. And they look very, very pretty back here. And it's going to be even prettier when we have the bright flowers, the bright panicles of the little lime hydrangea. Okay, so that is it for the day. So I'm very, very excited to have gotten all of the plants that I have so far are now in a pot or in the ground. So the garden space is, my plant hoard is empty. I'm going to turn this around real quick. My plant hoardy space is empty. So does that mean you need to go shopping again? Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to take a little break from that and enjoy the garden space for a while. I am going to put in, I think, for a chip drop to do some mulching. So that is the next big task that needs to be done. Also need to do, there's 2 things on the list. We had actually 11 things in total on the list. We didn't get 2 things done. One was to prune back the forsythia. So that's going to be coming up in this week. And I'm also going to prune back some of the mock orange since the flowers are fading on that. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me today on this Memorial Day in the garden space. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that if you're traveling, that you have traveling mercies. And I hope that you and your family are doing well and are safe. So take care. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.